Hey everyone, my name's Dom. Welcome back to the channel where today it is giveaway time. So 2 weeks ago I put up a video where I announced I was doing a Christmas giveaway, and there was a picture quiz as well where you could gain extra entries into the giveaway. So the deadline for this has now passed, so it's time to find out the answers and also to find out who our lucky winner is. So before we get started, just as a quick recap, this giveaway was for one person to receive a book of their choice up to the value of £20 or equivalent in their local currency. You could enter the giveaway by dropping a comment of the original video or in the Twitter post highlighting the video. You could also then gain additional entries for correctly identifying the book or series titles depicted in the pictures for the quiz round. There were 24 pictures and you would get one additional entry for every 2 of these you got right, and if anyone managed to get all 24 right, they would get an extra 5 entries on top. So altogether across those different avenues we had 25 people entering the giveaway itself, and a total of 87 entries made up from those additional methods, mostly of course through the picture round. So number 1 is one of my personal favourites. This is Elvis is Back. Elvis is often referred to as the King, so in other words, this is the Return of the King, book by J.R.R. Tolkien. Book 2 was more of the Say What You See variety. This is the letter I and it's been broken up, so this is depicting the Broken Eye by Brent Weeks. Number 3 shows us a city which is green. I think the moon threw quite a few people on this one, but it is actually irrelevant. Colour of the city is green, or more to the point, jade. So this is Jade City by Fonda Lee. And then number 4 is perhaps one of the more obvious and most guessed ones. This is A Bloody Rose, taking its name from the book by Nicholas Eames. Picture 5 was one of the lesser guessed titles. This is a series. We've got 3 different coloured images of the planet Mars: red Mars, green Mars and blue Mars, which are the 3 individual titles in the Mars trilogy by Kim Stanley Robinson. Picture 6 shows us a series of named weather systems, given as The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. In picture 7 we've got a series of seas from around the world, and they are in red underneath red skies. Red Seas Under Red Skies being a book by Scott Lynch. Picture 8 was another one which threw a lot of people. I had many answers of The Wolf Gift, which is admittedly a title that I hadn't heard of beforehand, but this is someone with a present for the wolf, which is a book by Hannah Witten. Number 9, despite John, Ilaria, Gendry and Ramsay all being from A Song of Ice and Fire and the map behind being from the same series, that was not the answer to this one. They are all bastards in this series and they are shown here in grey, so this is The Grey Bastards by Jonathan French. And then next up, number 10 was another one which threw a lot of people. A lot of people thought this was The Book Thief, but if you have a look at the text on the book, you have Needle and Sting, Twinkle and Icing Death, Frostmourne, you've got Anduril, Glamdring and Stormbringer, which are all names of famous swords. So this is Theft of Swords by Michael J. Sullivan. Number 11 here is another one of the Say What You See type pictures, and this one was the drawing of the 3, one of the Dark Tower books by Stephen King. And then number 12 was the first of 2 that nobody actually managed to get right, so this was maybe a little bit too cryptic, but this picture shows part of the nativity, I guess, and you've got Jesus as the new son of Mary and Joseph, and the picture is highlighting the book belonging to the new son, Book of a New Son, being a series by Gene Wolfe. On to number 13, this is a really apt image, I think, a nice piece of artwork which shows A Storm of Swords, which is one of the Song of Ice and Fire titles by George R.R. Martin. Number 14 is one that I thought a few more people might get. It's quite a recent one, but I think maybe the image was a little bit too cryptic, but there's an arrow here pointing under the Whispering Door, which is a book by T.J. Klune. We've then got number 15, which shows a demon on a cycle, or just a demon cycle, which is the title of a series by Peter V. Brett. 16 is another one which threw quite a few people, and to be honest, I'm not really surprised. This one is showing a black heart, but it's difficult to see that the heart is actually black marble, marble being a type of stone, so this one is Black Stone Heart by Michael R. Fletcher. And then 17 is the second of those two which nobody actually got the answer to. I thought this one was a bit more obvious, but maybe it's not as well known, and maybe the donut shape or ring donut for this world didn't do a good enough job of showing Ringworld, which is the title of the series and the first book in the series by Larry Niven. We've then got a series of pictures which are very much the say what you see type, starting off with number 18, which shows us a simple stand, the stand being a title of another Stephen King novel. Then with 19 we've got the Infinity Gauntlet and a Fist of Revolution underneath it. The Gauntlet and the Fist beneath is the title of Ian Green's novel. The second book in this series has just been announced, I believe, as well, so if you enjoy this title, there's another one to look forward to soon. Number 20 shows us a map of London, or specifically the rivers of London, which is the title of a novel by Ben Aaronovitch. 21 is a chess piece, specifically a knight, and it's in the colour red. The Red Knight being the opening book in the Traitor Son cycle by Miles Cameron. Next up with number 22 we've got Paddington Bear Holding a Nightingale. The Bear and the Nightingale by Catherine Arden being the title for this one. Number 23 is A Robot Holding an Eye, representing I, Robot by Isaac Asimov. And finally 24, this is another one which threw a few people thinking that it was a Game of Thrones or Song of Ice and Fire reference. Although the image may be taken from there, this one is literally A Crown of Swords, which is one of the titles in The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan. So there we have it. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of these. Are there any that you were really surprised by? How many of them had you shaking your head in disappointment at not getting the right answer, or just disappointment at the imagery that I've used for them? As I said at the top of the video, no one managed to get all of these right. 19 and 20 were the top two that we had out of 24. So well done to everyone who did take part, but especially to the two who did particularly well on this one. As far as the winners go, as I say, there are 87 names, or 25 names, but 87 entries in the hat for the draw. And I'm going to put up a random draw generator just here, showing us who's won our book giveaway. So well done to our winner. As I said in the original video, the intention is to give you a book for Christmas essentially. So contact me on Discord and let me know what book you would like and what your shipping address is, and I'll get that one sent out to you as soon as possible. I'll give you a couple of days to see this because I don't want to spoil the surprise, but if I've not heard from you by then, I'll contact you just to make sure that you don't miss out and have the book shipped too late. So once again, thank you very much for everyone who's taken part and for everyone who's supported the channel by subscribing, commenting, liking the videos as they come up. For those who haven't subscribed, don't forget to do so, hit the bell notification so you can see new content as I produce it. I'm hoping to do more giveaways in the future, and I've got another couple potentially lined up that might come into play before Christmas as well. So there's more opportunities to potentially win books as well as hearing my thoughts on the books that I've read. That's all for today though, so thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this quiz, and if you want to see more of these, let me know and I'll see what I can do in the future. In the meantime though, I'll see you in the next video, but until then, take care of yourselves, read some good books. Bye for now.